Welcome back to Lone Oak Farm 17 for episode 21 with me, MrSealyp. I've just brought the truck over from the biogas, just over there. I've been carrying on with the slurry to digestate kind of thing. I think we're up to about 40% full on that tank. The money has gone down a little bit, there's a reason for that, and I'll show you that in a moment. But as you've seen, field 24, we mowed, we tedded, we windrowed, we baled some. I think I did in the end about 38 bales I think, or something like that. We'll have a look in a minute when we get up there. The rest I cut and did loose. Now I did say the loose I was going to take over to the main farm, but I thought there'd be a lot of to-ing and fro-ing. So I spoke to the boss, and what we decided to do was have built another forage and chip silo, which we have. That's been placed. It's a bit of forestry to get that to work, but again we'll show you that in a moment. But the time has arrived. We are here, and we are going to get to those sheep we've been talking about for quite some time. What I'm also going to hopefully do in this episode is get the sunflower done on field 53. The contract for mine's gone blank. Jake's chip factory. I knew it was for somebody. Now will it let me do it without the truck? Oh yeah, it will do. So we want sheep. We'll get as many as we can in one load. So let's fill it up to 48. I think we're going to aim for about 100. It's kind of the plan. That said, what's that looking at? No, that's about right, about what I thought it was going to be. Okay. The boss is happy. Plus we've got a contract for wool, which we can't fulfil unless we've actually got sheep. It's kind of a prerequisite for wool, really. Is the sheep? Well, that is packed in. Okay, now here's what I'm also going to do. I'm going to remember this time to only put one in. Let it set itself, and then go from there. Now this is the trailer. Who left this one for me? I've done so many contracts recently. I've done contracts for JP. I did contracts for JM. Cowboys Forestry. I've done so many. I'll have to check. When I edit this, it will come up on the screen. Who left me this? Said I could use it. So I've left the gate open because I need to bring over the New Holland boom sprayer, our new New Holland boom sprayer, the SP400F. That'll be coming over here to give the grass a bit of a squirt. I know over the winter it all dies off, but we can get the fertilising state on it to start off with. Anyway, so what I've done, rather sneakily, I did look at options and about putting silos out in the field, and I thought if I find a little alcove or a part of the field that's going to be awkward to trim or mow or whatever, I'll put it in there. But it really stood out. So what we decided to do, as we come round here, was tuck it into the side here. So what we did, we got the Rayboard Xylor, that tree destroying mulcher plough attachment, which was actually just along there after I did all the forestry, well, over the rise a little bit over there. And we came off the path here where the fence ended, because it was kind of the first obvious place to do it, and trimmed back a little way, not all the way back, but trimmed back a little way, enough that you can back off the track here and unload, and then you can back off the track and reload if you need to. But that at the moment has got about 130,000 litres of hay in it. Now what we can also do, if we overload with straw, we can fill this up as well. These hold 500,000 litres, I think. So between the two and obviously the main farm, we've got about 500,000 litres in these two anyway, which is all pretty good, all very handy, and we're going to need it. So I just thought when we do field 27, which is actually just, where is it? Field 27 is over there somewhere, which is also barley. We'll have all the straw off that, which means those contracts I talked about are going to be far, far easier to do. I've just realised how big this is, and probably come at this all wrong, haven't I? The Xylor's just down there, the yellow thing. I've just dropped it off there for the time being. That'll go back to the woodland when I need it. I might need to move the tractor out of the way. See how far I can swing around here. Oh, we should be right. We should be okay. So, what we'll do, I put a couple of, well actually I only put one bale in. I only took 4,000 litres. So here's what's happened. There's one bale there spare. There's 4,000 litres in the trough already, which I've put in, but we haven't got any water yet, so I do need to get some water over here. We're probably going to buy another water tank, water tanker, one of the little ones. But anyway, yeah, so here's what we've done. We got all the hay bales off the field. This was a game, I'll be honest with you. I bought this over from the main farm, but it only just about went in the door. But we got them in. Now I know this is a workshop, and I know that's a seed refill point. Realistically, over here at the sheep farm, as it stands at the moment, I'm not likely to be filling up the seeders here. If I do, I'll worry about that when I come across that problem. As far as the workshop goes, it's quite a small entrance anyway. It's only going to be smallish vehicles I'm going to be bringing in here, so as long as I've got a gap, I'm fine. The first few were okay to get in, just about. And then these all got a little bit more higgledy-piggledy as I was kind of bringing more in. So it just became a case of get them in the door. Only just about enough height to lift up the forks as well to get them all in. But we managed. So I'm just trying to work out. See, we've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20, 18, 21, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, oh 37. Okay, 37 bales. That should be right for now. Oh yeah, plus 38 there and one in the trough, 39. So we did 39 in total. Not too shabby. I'm happy with that. Although I have left the gate open, I've just realised over here, which I'll just go and close. 1 second. We kind of use this as a back route through. So, okay, first one then. One in. Have to remember, unload. 1. Confirm. That's the first time I've got that right in absolutely ages. So we should have somewhere. We should have a sheep. Where is it? Kind of escaped already, surely. Oh, there it is. All over there, all its own. Okay, right. Now, if we check in the animal screen... Why is that saying health 1%? I thought you had to put 1 in. Do I put 1 in and take it back out again? Does that doesn't make sense, does it? Load. Something's wrong here. There we go. Health 80. That's what I went wrong with last time. So we've got one in. We're all good. The thing to do now is going to be to unload the rest of them, I guess. Otherwise it's going to be very, very lonely. Assuming it's a he, of course. So let's get those 48 unloaded. Or 47 now. Confirm. We have sheep on Lone Oak. Awesome. Right, what I will do is close that gate for the time being. Don't want them getting anywhere. We need to check the feed situation now then, because that's going to be catastrophic. They need water as well. Right, I'll get another bale in there. Let's move this out of the way. Actually, I probably could have done leaving the gate open, couldn't I? Yep. Oh, typical. As long as I don't run any of these over, we'll be fine. So, let's try and get that a little bit tighter. And I'll be able to turn a bit easier coming out. There we go, that's better. Now I'll close that. And what we'll do is grab the Fiat Agri. Now we're spreading ourselves a bit thinner across the ground. We may, I know we've got a lot of tractors, and this is going to kind of bounce between a couple, whether to get a very small one, something little, an old Massey maybe, or something like that. Oh hang on, there's a bale here, isn't there? Something like that with a front loader and forks. Or actually I could bring over the, oh mind you, that can't, I was thinking I could bring over the skid steer, the Bobcat, which would be perfect for bales and stuff, but it can't pull the water thing, I don't think. So let's lift that up. Right, why isn't it going to the trough? That's weird, because the first bale went in no problem at all. Oh, there we go. Thought I was missing a trigger or something. Okay, so that gives us 8,000. Not quite full, but that's not bad. Although we've got another, well, potentially another 48, 52 sheep to go and collect. So we're definitely going to need wool. Okay, right, well, we'll do that. Let's go and get some more. I'll see you in a moment. Back here when I've got the next 48. And we'll get some more bales in there when we need them. Okay, fantastic. Am I stuck in the doorway? That's great, isn't it? Of course I am. Why would anything work perfectly? That's better. Right. I really am going to go and get these now. Oh dear. So yes, as I said, sheep and sunflowers in this episode. We may get into the sunflowers. Who knows? I'm glad I put that back at that kind of tucked away. I think I learnt my lesson after Sussex. Because you can see this from the main road, whereas the main farm is quite a long way off the kind of main highways. It kind of blends in with the trees. The trees are quite high, you know, you can still see it, but it's not an eyesore sticking out in the middle of a field, so I think that's really good call. A good call indeed. So, anyway, as I said, yes, see you in a moment. Okay, we're back. Next load. So, let's get them in, which will leave us with 4 to get. It does. So I'm thinking whether it's worth just getting them delivered maybe, or do I drive all the way back for 4? I could do, I suppose, couldn't I? Okay, hay and grass, we're going to need some more in there. And water. Okay, right. Let's go and get them. 4 more. 4 was what I was aiming for. Not 4 in total. 100 was what I was aiming for. That's why I said I need 4 more. I mean, I could have got 400 more, you know, but I couldn't have done. I couldn't afford it. Financially, we are. This is a gamble. I mean, we are mortgaged up to the hilt. Like I say, we are. The boss is. The company is loaned up to the maximum. I need to start getting some of these contracts in now. I've got to get some money coming back in. Like I say, the loan's not too much of a problem. I'm quite happy to do logging over the winter to make most of that up, but we do need kind of day-to-day running around money. You know what I mean? We need money for, I don't know, whatever it might be, fertiliser, seed and costs and, you know, maintenance and everything. We really do need it. So let's get these last ones in, and we have 100, which is what we were intending right from the outset. Let's no, I'm not going to close that. Check that sheet. Okay, so let's close that. And let's get some more bales in. We need them. I'm thinking. I say I'm thinking. Don't always. Try through the wall. I knew that wasn't straight. 4 might be overdoing it somewhat, but. Safe and sorry. That's 1 gone. 2 gone. Let's retract the claws. That's 3. Let's have a look at the feed situation. We are good. Right, so it's just water. That one I will leave on the deck there. Says leave that on the deck. There we go. And we'll sort out water. I'm going to pull this to one side. We'll get the truck back. Sort out some water, but I really do need to get this sunflower harvest on the go. So what I think I'll probably do is get that going, and then we'll sort out the water once I've got some workers going on that. But we have sheep. That's the main thing. They're in, which means we can start on our contract. 11,000 litres was what I needed for my contract. That probably won't be coming now till spring, because these won't be productive until then, I don't think. But they're dotted around all over the place, and we have them. I know I said I was only going to do hogs, but we're branching out. Over the other side of the map, things are somewhat quieter, although I'm now going to walk up the line of machinery we've got prepared. What I've been doing is bouncing the big bud between the Finalizing slurry spreader and the Bednar Swifter cultivator. So once it's finished doing its job, it does the slurry spreading. If the field needs ploughing, I get the eco-till on it. I think it's been referred to as the Ripper, isn't it? Someone said the Ripper. Did it say Ripper on it anywhere? I'm sure someone said the other day. Who was I watching? Called it the Ripper. Anyway. Oh, it might have been Daggerwin. I know somebody did. Yeah. So if it needs ploughing, I plough it, and then I get onto the cultivator. If it just needs cultivating, then that stays to one side and it gets cultivated. So, but anyway, so the T7 on that, and Challenger on that, and now we're heading to field 53. We'll open up while we're on the way. Prepare ourselves. Now, I haven't got a Helianthus header, but what I've been doing, like I said on previous episodes, is taking both headers with me as I go across the map. Whichever one I need, leave on. Whichever one I don't, put to one side. For this one, I'm going to need the front one, the corn header. That will work with sunflowers, so I'll leave that on and I'll leave the other header to one side. When we get into the corn harvest, which will be here, I'll be using the corn header anyway, because the corn's going to be for feed. Bizarrely enough, and I'm assuming when I did the seeding and the worker was doing this, the worker turned and jumped the boundary, because we've got a lot of the fields that are kind of set when you don't own them, have a little boundary. When you do own them and then you come and plough whatever you're going to do, you generally go right up to the edge. And I think as it turned, it's gone over here and planted corn. So this farmer, and I'm not sure what's happened here. That's like an overrun. Someone's gone tonking down here and not slowed down. But the weird thing is, I don't remember doing that. I mean, I have to have done, but I don't remember doing it. Well, I don't know. One of those late night farming sessions where I was trying to get things prepared for a video, I guess, and then you know how it is. Just stand on the brakes a little bit too late. Go skidding off into someone else's crop. Well, if they come after me and I have to pay a fine, then so be it. But there's corn in this one as well. The worker must have been absolutely rubbish. Now, where do I leave this? What I need to do really is kind of put this to one side so I can get other vehicles in. Otherwise that's going to prove quite tricky. Yep, corn in this field as well. Nice. Okay. Now, I didn't give this another spray, did I? I probably could have done, couldn't I? Can't keep pressing the wrong button. Let's have a look. Soil composition. It does need ploughing out. Oh no, it's on full. Oh, that's alright. We're good, we're good. Started to panic for a little bit there. I think I want to do a headland on this as well. Let's get this header open. Now this is the Capello HS16, which I believe is a 12 or a 12.5 metre header, so it's plenty wide enough. And let's go into that. And there we go. So, like I said, sheep and sunflowers, so we're going to get them both done in this episode. That was the plan. Yield-wise, this is a fair-sized field. 3 fertilising states, but hasn't been ploughed. So it'll be 10% less than it could have been, but I mean, sunflowers generally are a slightly lower yielding crop, but they normally, you get more for them. So yeah, I need 35,000 litres of this, don't I? While the worker's going on that, I'm just going to get my laptop out, because I need to check my contracts, because I keep talking about various contracts and then I cannot for the life of me remember people's names, and I'm really, really sorry. It's not because I don't care, I've just got so many in my folder. It's just making sure I don't forget anyone. So, where were we? Jake's Chip Factory, 35,000 litres of sunflower, and the payment was going to be, I would like you to supply 35,000 litres of sunflower to Agri XJS. I will pay $45,000. That'd be another 45 grand back in the bank. That will take us to just under 200,000. We're on 3,000 litres now. I should get 35 off this field. I should get 35 off this field. Should being the scary one there. What else have we got? Yeah, Charleston Dairy wants 100k loose straw, and Charleston Dairies, hi, I work for Charleston Dairies in the West Coast UK. I need 100,000 litres of loose, not baled straw for cow bedding, as I don't have a shredder. I can give you another 25 hogs or cows, as I work part-time at the local auction house. I reckon hogs. We'll go hogs. 100,000 litres of loose straw. I'll have no problem doing. That's good. And then I've got. Where was the other one? MD Agri we know about. Scott wants 120k of soybean. Oh, Jagger. There we go. Jagger wanted. I need 50 straw bales for my cows. I'm in Drummond Farm Island. $100,000 for 50 straw bales. He did put in here and a Massey Ferguson 390T. I think that's a bit steep for 50 bales. That works out at £2 per bale. I'm not going to take a Massey off the fella as well, because that seems a little bit steep. And I'd be just ripping him off, which doesn't seem fair. Now I know there's no dynamic anything going on at the moment. I'm just trying to get my head around all these. Barris, I'm working on, know all about that. Johnson's farm I've talked about. Silage and straw, I'll need to do that once I've got this harvest done. That might be an end of the day job or possibly a beginning of the next day job. I just need to load those up into trailers. I don't know where I'm taking them though, actually. It doesn't say. I have got also, oh yeah, Dylan. Dylan's an interesting one. Dylan contacted the boss and did offer us actually a harvester. I've just suddenly remembered. Offered us a harvester for the harvest season. Well, I say offered us, it wasn't. It says, I've recently discovered your vlog series and I've been greatly enjoying them. I'm from a small town on the coast of Oregon. I think this is part of the kind of, this is the character. And it says, I've been looking at buying a used Massey Ferguson MF27 harvester, which is coincidentally being sold by one of your neighbours. He's only charging $28,000 for it, much less than I've seen it being sold elsewhere, but he will only accept cash. Unfortunately, I'm short on cash until after harvest due to a clerical error with the seed order. If you will give it a test run during your upcoming harvest, and if it's successful, cover the cash payment. We're a bit low, but okay. I will pay you in return with 50,000 litres of seed. That comes to 25 of those very big seed bags for less than the price of 18. If the test does not work out, I can compensate you either in seed or a payment. Sincerely, Dylan Meredith, owner, Long Walker Farms, Mythic Falls. Like that. That's a tricky one, because we are fairly low and we're doing alright with the harvest we've got. I may just pick it up for him anyway, just give it a run out on one of the barley harvests we've got to do. Just a favour for a farmer, that kind of thing, you know. And obviously then I've got the ongoing ones from very early on in the series, in the Let's Play. Eric and Big Papa C want potato and sugar beets. I've already mentioned Eric, who wants 11k of wool. Jake wants... that's the same Jake as Jake's Chip Factory, I think, isn't it? Yes, he wants 60k of potatoes. Oh, and then JP. Oh yeah, JP wants poplars. That was the other thing. One of the fields I need to put poplars in, and I can plant poplars anytime, as far as I recall. I need... this is JP from Iron Will Ranch, and he said I need 300,000 litres more of wood chips. That's right, I provided them with wood chips and logs, didn't I? But they need them to be poplars for our calves in spring. I will send you the equipment needed and rent field 5 for you. I'll do it on one of the fields you've got. If you complete the contract, I will send you a new wheel loader of your choosing and $100,000 for your trouble. As long as I have the poplar chips by late spring for the start of summer, I'll be happy. We might be cutting it fine for that. But, okay, so there we go. That's pretty much... got a lot on. But we should, like I keep saying, we should be okay. We're gradually plodding our way through them all. We're getting through these contracts. It's just whether we've got enough hours in the day. It's now nearly 6:10 and it's going to be getting dark soon. What I will do is jump out of there, because that's going to stop in a minute. I need to go and get the Challenger. I should have gotten that already, but I was too busy chatting. And oh, there we go, it stopped. With the Brent Avalanche. I keep forgetting the number. We'll have to have a look when we get to it. It's lucky I walk fast, isn't it? Brent, Avalanche, 1596. I can never remember. Right, let's get this over. It's funny, isn't it? You never seem to have enough tractors. You think you get to a point, yeah, we got plenty. I could really do with another one for pulling the cultivator. I know that's just absolute, you know, it's over the top. One of the contracts I didn't mention on there, and I did mention it a while ago, was, I can't remember who it was now, I literally just had my laptop open and just closed it. I was offered a case quad track, and I think I mentioned it a few episodes ago. I feel a bit bad because I said I'd think about it, and it's a very generous offer. They said that on a standstill Apache they've got 2, and they'd just send me one. But I think I mentioned already, I do worry that people just think, you know, it's ridiculous. You've done nothing to earn it, you haven't paid for it, someone's just given you a case quad track, and then on you roll with a brand new massive tractor. You know, it's just not realistic, it's not fair, that, you know. And then I get the other people saying, it's your Let's Play, do what you like. If people don't like it, tough. So I'm a little bit, I don't know, another massive tractor is going to seem a bit over the top maybe, I don't know. It's just me, I'll give it some thought. Apparently it's being shipped, or has been shipped. I love the fact that people are sending me pictures. ND Agri Farms has sent me a picture of the truck and trailer combination with the hogs in it, ready to be shipped, which will be arriving tomorrow, Sunday. No, we're on something else. Monday. Yeah, crikey. Yeah, it's amazing. It really is. The stuff that people send, dockets and statements, and you know, all sorts of just amazing stuff. You know, Farmer Min sent me the discount card. I haven't even been using that. I've just suddenly realised. Oh no, to be fair though, a lot of the equipment I've bought has been from, I went to the Case dealership, I went to the New Holland dealership at Eugene, I've got a few discounted bits. Gypsum's sorted me out with a boom spreader, so actually, to be fair, I haven't bought a huge amount directly from Case, although they've helped out with a lot of stuff. So anyway, right, so what have we got in here at the moment then? 12,369 litres, and continuing, like I say, we should get 35k off this, we should. We'll see in a little while how we're getting on. I'll stop talking. I am just arriving with the tanker, which I've just filled up from the BGA with digestate. I'm not sure if this actually needs any, but I'll double check. Yes, it does. That was actually pretty good timing. While that's filling up, I'll move this out of the way. I can't plough until we've slurried, so I'm going to get the plough out of the way, and then we'll move the slurry spreader up. I can start slurry spreading while the harvest is carrying on, because we're moving across the field now. Once the slurry spreader has moved across the field, then I can get the plough on it because field 53 hasn't been ploughed, so that needs doing. It does mean that next year all the fields will be good. I won't have to do any ploughing next year. They're good for 3 cycles, so we should be alright. So it just makes more sense to get them all done now. Harvester stopped again. We've got to be pretty close. I mean, I have to say, we must be pretty close to 35k. We've got 24,000 litres in here now. 24.6. Another 12 puts me, yeah, that'll be it, won't it? 12,000 put me 36,000. So we'll be fine for Jake's contract, which puts 45 grand back in the bank. This needs to be sold up at Agri XJS, and we've still got a little bit of field left over, so whatever's left on top of the 35,000 I will put into storage until we either get a good price or I can use it for the pigs or whichever. Just want to see it hit 35 and then I'll be happy. There we go, boom, contract. Well, nearly contract done. Once I've sold it, it'll be contract done. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I'm never too sure with sunflowers, you know, you look at the field and you think, ah, it's a big field, and you find the actual yield's really low, or, you know, it's always a worry. And I've been caught out before on an oat field. I thought I had plenty and I came up short, so always a worry. Nice, cool. Okay, we're in the Challenger. We've got the Brent Avalanche on the back, and we've got 35,096 litres in the back. That's as close as I could get it. This is going to XJS Agri, and this will be Jake's chip factory, his sunflower contract. Complete, 45 grand in the bank, which is fantastic. Field 53 is being flipped as we speak. Slurried, ploughed, and now the cultivator is running over it too. So I've been back to the BJ a couple of times to get slurry, but we're going to Agri XJS. Now I'm hoping, because I don't know, that I'll be able to unload from this. I think I can. I'll have to put the pipe out and then work out. Yeah, let's have a look. Hang on. Right, if I put that down as low as it will go, and then go to the other end. No, I can't because I've just gone that way, haven't I? I get in there with it like that. I might do. It's quite wide, isn't it? Maybe I need to do the opposite. If I bring it right up. Nope. Oh, that's annoying. How weird. I honestly thought it would sell. What am I missing? Oh, there you go. Just have to come over far enough. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well we are selling. That's the main thing. So there we go, done. The contract complete. I'm happy about that. That's going to make all the difference. We'll see what we get financially, and then offset that against the 45,000. This is coming over 35 because it's over 1,000, I think, a litre. We're not going to be far off it actually. What can we get for this? We're on 100 and... That's going to be so weird if that comes in exactly right. What does that say? 45,000, 44, so that's absolutely spot on. There you go, we don't need paying. That's it, that's the payment. We've done it, fantastic. So, contract complete. Oh, I shouldn't have gone through the wall there. Let's close that up. I've got a lot of work to do into the evening. I may have to take a bit of a hit on pay as well for workers because I'm going to need to get some workers going. I need to cut and head field 44 and get the hay put away because I'm running out of time. I'm really worried. I've got 2 days left and that's fine, but I've only done a little bit. So, So we've done. Let's have a look. Field 20 we've done and complete. Field 32 is done and complete. 35 is done and complete. Field 53, as you can see, is in the process of being done. The ploughing is going on here at the bottom. The plough is going along here, and the cultivator is going along here on the back of the big bud. All the machinery is lined up on the side of the field, and we're ready to move on to Field 50. But that's a big field. It's going to take a while. A big chunk of that may be done off screen, because I think I'm going to mostly do barley on that. For pig food, we may sell some of it, which we can use the money then to buy pig food. Barry said he doesn't mind as long as it's used for pig food. We might silage some of it, I'm not too sure. 44 is the one we're going to mow. Ted, collect it all up, and that will go in the forage and chip silo just here. And then I think I'm going to plough that one. I did say that. So some of this will be done overnight because we've also then got field 27 that we haven't touched yet. And I think in the morning we're going to have the fields along the south here are going to be ready. We're going to have field 49 ready, field 45 ready, and field 29 ready, and field 5 at the top of the map. And I'm just worried we're going to run out of harvest time. So some of this is going to be done off screen. That being said, we have again come to the end of another episode. And we're getting the harvest done. We've got sheep, we've got the sunflower sorted. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.